All right, so here's the matchup I spotted as soon as the brackets were released. Round 3, me against ImSteveyJ. Now, some of you guys who may just watch YouTube and not really into watching Twitch or really not into the Madden community like that, you just play the game, you don't really pay attention to who's the top players. ImSteveyJ is one of the top players in the PS4 community. One of the top 4 players, one of the best ebook makers out there, comes up with creative blitzes and offensive schemes. So I already know I'm facing somebody who is, he's better. He's a better player than I am. His resume speaks for itself. He does very well in like online tournaments, and he's just a very tough player. And anybody who faces him will tell you that he's tough. So this is my first time ever playing him. And I'm a little nervous, I don't typically play high-end caliber competition because I'm just a head-to-head guy, you know what I mean? I don't join tournaments or nothing like that. Right here is where things just didn't, Okay, so ever since I've been uploading in Madden 11, I always say that I'm the type of player where when things go my way, I play smart, I play good, I make the right decisions. When things go against me, I get upset, I start making poor decisions, and he went ahead and, well, not he, but me, on that 3rd and 9, I rat catch instead of possession catching, and that was an easy first down. I made a mistake. I throw interception next play. Now I'm just upset at myself, and that one play just stays with me throughout the entire game. It's like, damn, that's such a huge mistake. When you're playing against somebody like this, you can't afford too many mistakes. Again, I don't play too much high-end competition because I just stick to head-to-heads. I don't really. And right there we fumbled. Thankfully, we somehow recovered. I'm not out there playing these high-end guys. Because I just typically play, head-to-heads and stuff like that. These guys, they play each other. The goons play the other goons, and they play each other in wagers and stuff like that. I typically don't do that. So right here, we end up driving after a huge aggressive catch a little while ago. 1st and goal right here, and, we end up just doing, it's really conservative, just end up getting a few runs. Now, he was running Mike Scrape every play, and I usually dominate Mike Scrape. I usually run the ball very well against Mike Scrape, both on the Xbox team and on this team, but he runs it differently, and he really gave me trouble running the ball. And like I always say, I need to be able to run the ball to be successful. The run game is a very big part of my game, and he is just shutting my run game down. Now, 2nd and 18, you see his scheme is under center. He has a wheel route. He's calling flanker dig every play. Whereas the wheel route, it's the post going over the middle, the cover 4 beater, and it's difficult to stop because, he has, short routes where he can playmaker, and you can't give him too much time, but he's under center. That stops a lot of blitzes. In order to get heat on him, you need edge heat. You need to send 6, 7 in order to make that happen. But somehow we hold him to a field goal, so it's like, okay, we can score. We can tie the game here. By far, I'm playing somebody who's more, advanced than I am, but I want to get into that scene of playing tougher competition. This is why I joined the PlayStation side. Right here, I don't know, his user is just dumbed out. He put himself in position. I'm sure he held ball hawk and just didn't get an opportunity to get a animation. I actually bought Fantasy Football Outsiders. No, dang it, Final Edition. Demaryius Thomas before the game started. And he came through with that aggressive catch. So 10-10. Even though I feel like our first drive ended with me just playing stupid with not aggressive. By holding the wrong button. But we're in position right here. He ends up scoring a touchdown. So now it's like, okay, it's 17-10. Let's go on ahead and see if we can, match a score. Try to make this last possession. Try to not let him see the ball back. And see if we can go on ahead and, go into overtime or something like that. We drop a pass right there. So 3rd and 6. Now, mind you, I'm nervous. He's sending heat galore. I got to come out and play action. Or I got to, call different plays. But then he just started calling man-to-man every play. And he was getting block sheds. Look at the block shed. He sent 3 block shed. Right at 2nd and 10 right here. We're trying to sneak in a run and just nothing. I can't run the ball against him. 3rd and 10 right here. And it's like he knew what was coming. I don't know how. That was the first time I called that play all game. I had C routes on both sides of the field. If I threw it to the right side, it's wide open. Instead, I throw it to the left side, and he made an incredible play. And that's the difference between a player like me or a high-end player. Like, who the hell does that? Like, how the hell did he know I was doing that? How? I don't know, but he did. And he made a great play. So now we're down 10. We need a miracle at this point, right? All I'm trying to block shed right away. All I'm trying to do is get in field goal range, kick a field goal, and give me an onside kick for an opportunity to make a miracle. Right here, we go over the middle right there. We catch at the 50-yard line. Got to call a timeout. One play away from getting in the field goal range. And we end up, that's what I should have did when I threw the interception. If I threw the C-route on that side of the field, I would have been good. So we settled for a field goal. Now we need this onside kick. I have yet to get an onside kick in like my last 4 years of Madden. And we get the onside kick. You gotta be kidding me. We have enough time for a one-play miracle. Jimmy Graham is there, but watch Stevie J strafe right in front of me. He strafes in front of me, and I couldn't jump. I wasn't going to catch it anyways, man. That's the end of the game, fellas. I ended up losing in round 3 to one of the toughest players in the community in Stevie J. Very, very, very fun game. I got to get myself out there, play competition like this more often. It's your boy GS, man. At the end of the day, I don't know how he knew I was going to that C route. I haven't called that play in like 7 years. Like, I haven't called dual C routes out of my 5 wide in like forever. How did he know it was coming? I don't know. But he knew it. And again, that's the difference between somebody like me and somebody like that. At the end of the day, man, we lost to somebody who was really, really good. But unfortunately, we end up losing in round 3. And I knew it was going to be a tough game against them. That's the end of the video, fellas. Again, hopefully you guys enjoy. It's your boy GS. We're going to go on and be signing out. Peace!